feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles from Brian Giles MTG. And I apologize for being late on my March of the Machine spoilers, but I've had some issues with my house and things have become a little complicated. So today we're going to go through some spoilers and we're going to make a lot of videos and we're going to get all of it done. So hoo-ha, let's start this off. So first up, we have another battle card, Invasion of Belnon. Invasion of Belnon, 1 white and 2 for a 5 damage battle. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white and blue night creature token with Vigilance. More stuff for the night deck. It defeats the battle, flip it over to become Belnon War Anthem. Creatures you control get +1/+1. So, hoo-ha. Next up, we have Glistening Dawn. 2 green and 2 for a sorcery that reads Incubate X twice, where X is the number of lands you control. Yikes. That's at least 4. So you can turn it into a 4/4 Phyrexian artifact creature once you pay that too. Or, excuse me, an 8/8 Phyrexian, because you incubate X twice. Ugh. That just doesn't sound right at all. Big, stompy, green Phyrexian creature. Ugh. Ugh. Next up, we have Phyrexian Awakening. A white and 2 for an enchantment that reads Phyrexian Awakening enters the battlefield. You can make 4. And Phyrexians you control have Vigilance. Okay. More Phyrexian love. So then we have Zephyr Singer. 2 blue and 2 for a 3/4 Siren Pirate with Convoke. It has Flying and Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, put a flying counter on each creature that convoked it. Well, that's interesting. Next up, we have Bloated Processor. More processing. Processing. Bloated Processor is a black and 2 for a 3/2 Phyrexian. Sacrifice another Phyrexian, put a +1/+1 counter on Bloated Processor. When it dies, incubate X, where X is its power. Okay. That's certainly interesting. More Phyrexians. Next up, we have Phyrexian Censor. Okay. So, a white and 2 for a 3/3 Phyrexian Wizard. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-Phyrexian spell each turn. Non-Phyrexian creatures enter the battlefield tap. Ew. Ew. Phyrexian Lockdown creature. No. Yeah, that creeps me out badly. Yeah. Next up, we have another battle. Battle of Ugrotha. A black and 4 for a 5 damage battle. When it enters the battlefield, deals 3 damage to any other target, and you gain 3 life. Like, what? What? It transforms into Grandmother Singer? 3/3 legendary human wizard. Surprised she's not listed as a vampire. I don't know if that should be eroded or what? Because or maybe I'm missing something in the story. Please correct me in the comments. Because this is Grandmother Singer. She's a 3/3 legendary human wizard with flying. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Grandmother Rousey Singer, and you gain a life. Well, that's definitely fun. Okay. Next up, we have Lithomantic Barrage. A red mana for a source that reads, this spell can't be countered, and it deals 1 damage to target creature, planeswalker. It deals 5 damage instead if the attack target is white or blue. So again, caring about the opposite colors and stuff, that's something we haven't seen for a while. It's been kind of a theme throughout. Definitely a banger in limited. Next up, we have the Corruption of Tawashi. A blow and 4 for an enchantment that reads, Corruption of Tawashi enters the battlefield and can be 8/4. Whenever a permanent you control transforms, or a permanent enters the battlefield under your control transforms, you may draw a card. Do this only once each turn. Kind of pricey, but you do get the 4/4 incubator token. So yeah. Yeah, this is in, of course, as you can see, it's in Spanish, and so it's Instructor of Herbology, which is, I guess, some sort of like tree folk druid or something. So 1/3 for a green and 1. And you pay Phyrexian Black and 6 to transform it, and it becomes a 3/3 creature. Again, when it transforms, an opponent's creature gets -X, -0, -X until end of turn. Where X is the number of where X is the power of this creature. Okay. Sorry, my Spanish is not the best. I mean, So, next up we have Freewheeling Nizumi, another one of the flip cards. So it's black and 3 for a 3/3 with Menace. And there's the battlefield. Each player mills 3 cards. and it flips over into can't exactly tell you what, but a 4/5 Phyrexian rat with menace. When it transforms into that permanent card with mana value 2 or less from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control. Okay. It transforms for a Phyrexian white and 5. So if you're doing some graveyard theft stuff, okay. Definitely there's some card value in there somewhere. Next up we have Wicked Slumber. A blue and 3 for an instant that with Convoke. Tap up to 2 target creatures, put a stun counter on either of them, and put a stun counter on either of them. So tap them and put stun counters on them. That's not bad for 4. You get up to 2 stun counters on 2 creatures. So or you can put lots of stun counters on 1 creature. Sounds like a fun concept. Next up we have another battle, an Invasion of Kylem. Red, white, and 2 for a 5 damage battle. And there's the battlefield. Up to 2 target creatures each get +2/+0, gain vigilance and haste until end of turn. If you defeat the battle, it turns into Valor's Reach tag team. You create 2 3/2 red and white warrior creature tokens whenever this creature at least one other creature token attack. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Oh, that should be interesting. Sort of a very red-white theme to it. So, next up we have Nahiri's Warcrafting. Two red and 1 for a sorcerer reads Nahiri's Warcrafting deals 5 damage to target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the X6 damage dealt this way. You may exile one of those cards and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order, in a random order. You may play the exile card this turn. Very interesting. Good way to deal with battles, for certain, because most battles aren't much more than 5. There's a couple of 6 damage battles I've seen, but this will take out most battles altogether. A good number of planeswalkers and creatures. So this is a very, very powerful thing. Thing is, it's only a sorcery. It's not an instant. So that's the only drawback I see here, but very good card, very playable. This will see a lot of play. Next up, we have yet another battle, Invasion of Gokabon. Gokabon Invasion is a white and 1 for a 3 damage battle. When Invasion of Gokabon enters the battlefield with the target opponent's hand, you may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owners may play it. That spell costs 2 more to cast. Well, yeah, we've seen this in other cards before, but that's very, very good. When you defeat the battle, Comes Light Shield Array, an enchantment that reads, at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn. Sacrifice Light Shield Array. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. Solid flip side, especially if you're playing something in, like a weenie deck or something, where you're attacking with a lot of creatures at once, and make them bigger at the end of turn. And if you need it, you can sacrifice and make your creatures hexproof and indestructible. Next up, we have another flip card in Darkir Duneshaper. Single white mana for a 1/2 dog warrior. That's kind of interesting. Pay a Phyrexian green and 4 to transform it, and it becomes Burnished Dunestomper, a 4/3 Phyrexian dog warrior with trample. Well, it is kind of common, but that's a fun little thing. Nice little flippy card. Next up, we have Aetherblade Ancient, another flippy card for a black and 1 for 1/1 human rogue with Death Touch. Pay a Phyrexian blue and 4 to flip it into Gitaxian Mindstinger, a 3/3 Phyrexian rogue with Death Touch. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh, like I said, there's a lot of little cards that look like they might do well in like limited. This is Order of the Mirror, a blue and 1 for 2/1 human knight. You pay a Phyrexian white and 3 to transform it into Order of the Alabaster Host, a 3/3 Phyrexian knight. Whenever Order of the Alabaster Host becomes blocked by a creature, that creature gets -1/-1 till end of turn. Okay. If you want some Phyrexians in your knight deck, certainly. Next up, we have another team-up card in Kroxa and Kunros. So it's a black, a white, and red and 3, and for a 6/6 legendary Elder Giant Dog. It has Vigilance, Menace, and Lifelink. That's some good value for 6 mana. You get a 6/6 with Vigilance, Menace, and Lifelink. Whenever Kroxa and Kunros enters the battlefield or attacks, you may exile 5 cards from your graveyard. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, bring back some stuff from the graveyard, but this would be a solid commander. And I think that's kind of what they're going for with these team up cards. Next up, we have another team up card in Jiro and Hazred. 2 red, white, and 2 for a 5/4 human god. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, the Jiro and Hazard have Vigilance and Haste. So this is like, serious speed deck type things. Whenever the Jiro and Hazard attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may exile a legendary creature card from among them, with the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Until end of turn, you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Ooh. So this is good in any kind of legendary deck too. And it comes in the And I know a lot of collectors are going to be kind of upset about it, but the invocation frame. But the idea was to create a special framework for some of these cards that were consistent with the sets they came out of. Next up, we have another in General Speed, a red and white shooter. Pull them, pay a 5/3 to transform it, becomes Gitaxian Spellstalker. And this thing has some interesting abilities. It's a 3/3 with Trample, Ward 2, Prowess, and each instance of Prowess triggers separately. That's very, very different. Very powerful, too. And because it's in red and blue, it's going to go in a Spellslinger deck, and I think a lot of people is going to like it. And we're back. I just checked the time, and we're at 21 minutes now. So we're going to end the video here, and we're going to come back, and we're going to start off with a new video.